And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Welcome to the Dice Tower.
Welcome to the Dice Tower. Today we are talking about Rory's Story Cubes. Now they've been self-published here by the Creativity Hub. I know that Game Right Games is picking them up, but Rory's Story Cubes, there's two sets here, are simply 9 very high quality dice with different pictures on them. And these are pictures of objects and things. And the other set is 9 pictures of actions of a guy doing different items. And the game is a very simple one to explain. I can tell you the rules right now. Simply roll all 9 cubes, and then one person tells a story using those 9 cubes. That's it. So you might say, well, it's not really a game. Yeah, you're right. It's not a game. It's an activity. But it's an interesting one, and it uses dice. This is the Dice Tower. We know that that's good. Let's show you how the game works. Alright, here's the dice. Like I said, they're very high quality. You can see the pictures on them. We're going to roll these dice now, and Holly's going to make up a story. This is unrehearsed, totally random. Of course, if it's bad, we will re-record. But here we go. We're going to roll these, and then Holly, you tell us the story. Okay, so we're going to put the pictures together here from what we've rolled, and up a little bit closer so we can see them. And, alright, Holly, go ahead and tell the story.
Once there was a sad day, and he saw a footprint, and he ate an apple, and he slept all day. Then he saw that like pointing thing that was pointing at something, and then he read like when he was at bedtime, and then he saw the shadow, and then he's like looking at it, and then he saw the next show.
Alright, and see, with each of the different pictures, you can say anything you want. For example, the eye here can be an eye, or it can talk about looking. Alright, so now let's roll the other dice, the action dice, and Melody is going to make up a story with these dice. So we look closely at these dice here, and here are the actions. Again, you can do them in any order you want. So, Melody, go ahead.
Once there was a little girl who had a best friend, and then they walked to the park together. And then when they got home, they started to cut paper to make a present for Sally's mother. And then they gave it to her mother, and her mother looked at the present and tried to figure out what it was. And then, and Sally went outside and climbed up a tree to see what was up there. When she got up there, she yelled for help because she could not get down. But then she fell off the tree and got hurt. When she got to school, she scribbled all over the board. And then when she got home, she tried to figure out which way to go. And then when she got home, she tried to steal a cup of hot chocolate. The end.
I suppose you could mix all 18 of these dice together, and they're a lot of fun. And as I said at the beginning, it's not really a game. You're just rolling dice and making up stories. But what I found with these is that Holly would take the dice here, and she'd go off and roll dice and just make up stories and entertain herself. The girls just play amongst yourselves and tell stories. What do you think of this game, Melody?
It's fun because I get to tell my own stories, and they're all different every single time.
Okay, Holly? Do you like this game? Alright, well, there it is. It's definitely for children. I would definitely say this is an elementary game, although I suppose with adults you could play it and try to make up some fantastical story, but they might find that it's a little bland with just 9 different pictures. But for kids, it's a very interesting thing. They like rolling the dice, they like looking at the pictures and making up stories. An excellent teaching tool and fun.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.